Hello and welcome to episode 121 of River Bottom Bandits. You are listening to this week's episode, and here are your new releases for the week.
Hello, this is Sleazy P, and I'm here to talk to you about the new releases for the week of October 30th. We got some Ruby Sparks coming up. I don't know who she is, but I'd like to get to know her. We got Safety Not Guaranteed, which is a story of my life when you're rolling with Sleazy P. We got Atlanta. I'm a fan of any movie that focuses around the name of a woman. We got First Position. Need I say more? We got Police. And then the big one we got this week is The Campaign, or The Campagna, as I say, because I got my own language, because I'm Sleazy P and I like that. That's how I do. So The Campaign is the big one. You're going to have to come out and see what madness Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell get into when they're running for president. I'm excited about this presidential campaign. About to get out there, rock the vote, and rock some beds. That's what I do. Sleazy P out.
Yeah. Don't look at him.
Oh yeah.
Now you can look at him.
Welcome to episode 121 of River Bottom Bandits.
This episode almost didn't happen.
Yeah.
We're all really busy.
Yeah,
Got a lot of
this is
stuff
gonna
to
be
do.
a real quick run here. We're basically picking our top 3 movies this week and having a few words about them.
Yeah, real quick words.
We gotta be real quick.
Yeah, let's not waste any time.
No,
here.
we don't want to. We want to just try and stick to the time.
Right on point.
Yeah.
Keep it. We gotta keep it fresh and interesting.
And fun.
And let's not talk for too long about any particular movie.
No, we
but
don't
let's
wanna,
get right into
we don't
one
wanna
specific
get
movie.
focused
So
on
that
it. Right.
Yeah.
So The Campaign. I almost did it. You watched this one.
I watched it. I laughed. It's not as good as I wanted it to be. I don't know.
It's like a suck level 5000.
Yeah, somewhere up there.
I mean,
like $49.99.
Real close. Suck is the show.
Will Ferrell was Will Ferrell. I mean, he had some good Will Ferrell moments, and Zach
Mike
Galifianakis
was Seth Galifianakis.
pretty much. He was Zach Galifianakis. So if you like that, he was the funnier of the two for me.
Yeah. That's my issue. Is I feel like this team up of comedians should have been exciting, and instead of being like, I'm super pumped, it was like, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you both
that's
should watch it at some point.
Speaking of which, Safety Not Guaranteed. Almost showed the box again.
Before, I know we're trying to be quick and tight, but the one thing I do want to get on record, I don't really like Dylan McDermott.
Yeah, plastic face.
He's awesome in The Campaign.
I think I like him, but it's his plastic face that makes me not like him, and I always say don't like him, but I like him. It's just the plastic face.
He's coming.
Don't like him with an asterisk.
Right.
Don't like him with an asterisk. Footnote.
Plastic face.
Plastic face.
The footnote for like him is don't like him. The footnote for like him is Burning Palms. I really liked him. Yeah,
Well, I was gonna bring up American Horror Story, which he's cool. Cool dude. Well, sort of a cool dude. Cool actor. Safety Not Guaranteed.
I haven't watched it yet.
These two of us have seen
watched it.
Really awesome.
Makes good on the premise. It's a time travel movie.
I will say.
Just keep listing stuff about it. I'll give you.
But it's a relationship movie too.
But it's got cool people. It's got cool stuff that happens.
I'm back in.
Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, double
That's
time
a big
back
in for
in.
Ken, yeah. Or
whoever did her makeup for this movie, didn't do a good job. Like sometimes she had like a fake tan, sometimes she had, I don't know, just like way too much makeup.
Yeah, you see the inconsistencies of the symmetry in her face a lot, where one eye is completely different than the other eye.
So you guys had issues
nice.
with the makeup work and the film editing.
The costumes weren't great.
The continuity was not so great.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that.
I know this other guy from that really funny show, The New Girl, starring Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah.
Because
He's cool on that show.
I was not totally sold on him at first, but
he played his part.
By the end, he was pretty good.
Yeah, he played his part.
So let's talk about Ruby Sparks, because I will never watch this movie. You haven't seen it yet?
Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
Nope. I don't know if I'll watch it, but it does look like it's from the directors of Little Miss Sunshine.
So this is basically Pinocchio. He's Geppetto, and she's Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Here's a little trivia for you. Do you know what Pinocchio means? It's an Italian word.
Wooden nose.
Both good guesses and sort of close. Any other guesses?
Wooden nose.
Nope.
Big head.
No. I like that again. Second time around, I like that. Pine Eye.
Pine eye.
Pinocchio.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Little trivia for you.
What else is this, kind of like Splash?
Well, it's the whole Pygmalion story. The artist, creates a sculpture and then falls in love with the sculpture.
Like Mannequin or Weird Science.
Yeah.
So this is really sort of an 80s movie. All the references that we
Or My Fair Lady is is sort of the classic example of this story. Although she's an actual...
Lady.
It's just Pygmalion. I mean, if you want to get Greek about it, it's Pygmalion.
Is that a story about a pig that somebody falls in love with?
It's a pig and an alien. This pig makes an alien and
the sculptor sculpts a beautiful woman out of marble and then falls in love with her.
Like Mannequin.
It's Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about scary movies.
How come we touching him and not me?
Let's talk about scary movies.
I don't like scary movies. Scare
Why
me.
not? They scare you.
Okay, I'm glad you took your hand off. It's starting to make me
starting to get scary.
No, I meant like we don't even talk about topical scary movies. Like
Just scary movies in general.
What movie scared you the most when you were a kid?
Poltergeist?
Poltergeist was freaky, yeah. I don't know what scared me the most when I was a kid. Probably like Fire in the Sky or some alien abduction related movie that wasn't necessarily a horror.
I didn't even have to see that movie. Just the trailer. The trailer scared me for the entire...
Keep pulling those sheets up over your eyes at night.
Sleepwalkers.
Yeah.
Sleepwalkers?
What is it?
The Stephen King cat people that feed on virgins. Very scary.
This guy does not like cat people.
No. Any sort of
Except
cat...
for Nastasia Kinski.
Yeah.
No, there's a movie, Cat People, that was a remake of an old movie.
Oh, yeah.
With Nastasia Kinski, daughter of Klaus Kinski. I think Bandit had a really good idea about terminal velocity and time travel. Maybe he should come back over here and explain it while I finish this.
There are places on the planet where energies, gravitational pulls, tectonic plates, where
I know what he's talking about. Like Stonehenge is one of them. Stonehenge has some weird energy.
No, the in a foundation.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
And it was in this little nook, right? And so he goes down into the foundation and he takes a measurement. And then he goes up to cut it and he cuts his board and it's a half inch too short. And so he realizes...
You're supposed to measure twice, cut once.
Bingo. So he realized that's where that came from.
That's where the story came from.
In the 80s or something. And then he realized he had to physically measure the wood in the spot that he was cutting it, or else gravity would change it. Coming back to Schrodinger's cat then, what did you hear that in Safety Not Guaranteed?
No.
When he's talking to his buddy at work, when it cuts into it, he's going like, and there's this cat in the box thing, I'll tell you more about that later. Totally referencing Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
And that's the whole
Tell
thing.
us about Schrodinger's cat.
Okay, you've got this. The idea is that because if you have a decision that relies specifically on 50-50, right? So the idea is you have this cat in a box with a cesium atom that'll either collapse and kill the cat or basically not do anything. And that only happens, for whatever reason the cesium atom is guaranteed to go one way or the other and it's 50% chance or whatever that definition is. So the guy's saying that while that cat is in the box, until you physically see that the cat is either dead or alive, it supersedes both positions and is in both of those positions. Because the reality of it doesn't exist until somebody sees it. So because it has the option, 100% option of being alive and dead, it's in both of those positions.
But you don't know until you open the box. But if you never open the box, I can 100% guarantee you that cat will be dead eventually. So, I mean, think about it that way.
Yeah, it's a time-controlled experiment for sure.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's something that can actually happen. It's just the outline for how it would happen.
Yeah. So does this theory rely on the human perception of things? I mean, what if a dog came along and sniffed the box and was like, "Oh, that cat's dead"?
But it's not about the cat being alive or dead in the box. It's about it being in both of those positions. The cat can't be dead in the box, is what I'm saying. It's alive, but it either lives or dies when the box is open. So that's where it's in both states. Since it's
But from a human perspective, from an observer's perspective.
Right, but if a dog sniffs it, the cat is still in that superposition of both states, because if the lid comes off, it's either alive or dead. The cat will always be in the box. It's just that it would be like if every decision that you made was off the flip of a coin. It's like, before you take a roller coaster ride, you flip a coin and it's either yes or no. So you're in a point where those options are superseding the position of what's going to happen.
Well, like coins,
they both exist because there's nothing defining them until it happens.
But yeah, because it hasn't happened yet. But this cat has either lived or died, and it's just a matter of whether someone has observed
you're right.
that the cat.
You're right, but that's the thing, is without that observation, it is within both realms. It's just opening up the idea, basically, that decisions create, realities and stuff like that, and that just because we decide to go one way doesn't mean that at some point that option doesn't completely exist in the same way that the other option does. But you're right, it's that human experience that vindicates it.
Well, then there's the other thing some people talk about, that like anytime a decision is made, both decisions are made.
Sort of the opposite.
And an alternate reality is created.
Right, sort of the opposite of Schrodinger's cat. It's like instead of the cat either being alive or dead, you would have one cat that was dead and one cat that was alive.
Mm-hmm.
But where is that?
You only all around us
in a different perception.
Yeah,
something else is perceived.
A different version of you is there that went on that roller coaster.
So when the Flash vibrates at a certain speed, he can find that reality where you said yes instead of no.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Just what I was thinking. Yep. The Flash can.
He can. I mean, if he can vibrate through walls, he can vibrate through dimensional walls too.
He does all the time.
Yeah.
The Flash is. I didn't know a lot about the Flash when I was younger, but the more
Barry Allen?
I'm talking Barry Allen. The more I find out about Barry Allen, he is the coolest superhero, if you ask me.
What was the other one? Wally something.
Wally West.
Is it Wally West?
There's also one named Bart.
Really?
Bart Allen.
Bart Allen, son of Barry.
I think grandson or grandnephew or something. I don't think he's around anymore though. He didn't last long.
He was on Smallville though.
Yeah.
The Flash version. And the original Flash on Smallville.
Yeah, and he at one point Clark was being all nerdy, like, oh, I'm a good guy. You can't steal stuff, and he was looking through his fake IDs, and one was Barry Allen.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And the Flash beat Superman in a foot race.
That's
in Smallville.
Yep, they talk about that in Lost.
Ran on water.
It's funny actually, because that whole thing in Lost is Desmond hearing that conversation about Superman in the foot race, and that's where two time periods split, because Charlie's supposed to die and he doesn't. Oh, I've said too much. I've said too much for the season 3.
Yeah.
Is that the season that's on TV right now? is it 2004 right now?
Yeah, NBC. Just check out NBC.
It's because the island vibrated and we went back to 2003. I'm gonna shut this down.
I think we got it.